Midwestern State Moffett Library officials are honoring a local legend 2 days before what would have been his 100th birthday. Jaron Spore joins us with more on the celebration planned for Graham Purcell Jr. Now, Jaron, what made the library want to do this?
Well, Mel, it was clear talking to some people today just how much Purcell meant to this community, which is why library officials thought it was important to honor him with this event. Former Congressman Graham Purcell Jr. served as representative for the 13th Congressional District for 11 years. During his time in office, he witnessed some historical events. Purcell was sitting just 3 cars behind President John F. Kennedy's car in the motorcade when he was shot and killed, and even talked with the president the night before on Air Force One between Houston and Fort Worth.
We talked about how successful the trip had been because we were afraid that wouldn't have been. And this was, of course, before that, but in San Antonio, Houston, both, been huge crowds, enthusiasm, pleasant appearances, people smiling. So it was a good feeling that night for everybody.
Purcell died almost 8 years ago, and on Friday, the Moffett Library officials at MSU will honor him on what would be 2 days before his 100th birthday. Former MSU President Jesse Rogers says Purcell meant a lot to Shepherd Air Force Base as well as to farmers.
He was central in bringing the NATO command to Shepherd Air Force Base and the NATO pilot training. He was very proud of that. But he did so much more through agricultural bills when he served on the Agriculture Committee.
Purcell's son Blaine Purcell says he is thankful for library officials as well as those who will speak at the celebration Friday. But he also hopes the German Air Force commander will come to the celebration.
And I hope they will be here tomorrow because he was very interested in the history, how that ever got started. If it had not been for the German Air Force, NATO likely would not be here. The NJET program would not be here today.
And with this celebration, Purcell's life will be remembered, so his legacy will not be forgotten. The celebration will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. at the Moffett Library, and the public is welcome to attend.
All right, sounds good, Jaron. Thank you so much.
We were talking earlier, I had the honor of meeting Graham Purcell a few times for stories. One about JFK on the anniversary, on the 40th anniversary. Yes, I feel like he was a great guy.